What's up, guys? Welcome once again to the Save Continue podcast. My name is Ryan Robinson. This here is Tom Shelby.
Good morning.
That's Shanae Howard.
Hi, guys.
There's Bryon Farris over there.
Hello.
Every week we get together to talk about video games and shit and drink sody pops. How's it going, Tom?
It's going well.
You played Portal Night for approximately 16 hours yesterday.
That's not true. No, the Steam Winter Sale is still going on, at least as of this recording. And I've been buying a lot of stuff I don't need to buy. And Portal Knights is one of them.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, so last night you got really heated because you opened a chest and it had nothing in it.
Yeah.
And that was really funny.
And I said, how dare you?
He's
and
like-
you thought that was hilarious.
He was, what the fuck? How dare you?
Yeah.
He looks at me, right, Ryan? How dare you?
Yeah.
It was really funny. That game looks like a lot of fun, though.
It really is, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're into Minecraft, Dragon Quest Builders, that sort of thing, then yeah. But if that's not your style of game, I don't think this is going to change your mind.
Did you build a nice house
Yeah, sure did.
for your family?
No family, but yeah.
Cool. That has 4-player co-op?
Uh-huh.
Right on. Local or just online?
I would assume just online, but I'm not positive.
Cool. Shanae, you got a Switch for Christmas.
Yes, I did.
What have you been playing?
Super Mario Odyssey.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's it. Like, I've played a little bit of Splatoon, but it's mainly been Odyssey. I gotta get those moons.
Are you good at Splatoon yet?
No.
Are you playing the single player?
Single player Mario? Yes.
No, single player Splatoon.
Yeah, I haven't done any online matches.
Go through the single player first.
Yeah, it'll teach
Like-
you all the
Yeah.
ropes.
A lot of people with like Call of Duty and shit are like, yeah, play the single player and that'll help you. Like, that doesn't help you with the
No,
multiplayer.
It doesn't.
It really
You're
doesn't.
still going to be garbage by the end of that campaign.
But single player Splatoon will definitely help you with the multiplayer.
Yeah.
Well, I'll probably get on that after I get all of the moons.
Yeah. So never.
Never.
There's 999 of them,
Oh, God.
Yeah.
right?
Oh.
I believe so.
I'm
I don't know why they
pretty
just go for the even 1,000, though.
Oh, God, that's so
just
many
gone for the
moons.
thousands.
Oh, wait, I'll be right back.
Sure.
That's so many moons.
So,
What am I gonna do with all those moons?
how many hours would you approximate that you've put into Mario Odyssey?
Mario Odyssey. I don't know, like around 20.
Yeah.
I think I put in
Oh, look.
like 35 so far.
Hey,
Look what Bryon brought us.
so Tom got the cereal from Bryon that I will never taste.
Well, have you had Lucky Charms?
No.
Oh.
It tastes like Lucky Charms, but it tastes like sweeter. Like they put more sugar in the oats or something.
More sugar's good.
Yeah, it tastes like it has more sugar in it.
Panic in the pipes.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's the same.
That's what.
On the back of it, you get this nice, yeah.
Have you used the amiibo?
No, but I think all you get is just like some coins or something. You don't get anything
Nothing significant.
super special, yeah.
I think if you use the amiibo, they should send more Mario cereal to your house.
It says every Super Mario cereal box is an amiibo you can use to unlock special content.
Yeah, the special
Well, yeah,
content
it's
is
special.
coins.
Coins. Special
To
coins.
power up your Super Mario Odyssey adventure.
What do you use coins for in that game?
To buy things like
Yeah.
costumes and whatnot.
Yeah.
Costumes, moons, hearts.
You can buy moons
Clovers, blue moons.
and the red balloons.
Yeah.
Well, and I think you can buy. If you
Cool.
keep buying moons, I think you can get more than 1,000 moons. But there's like
Yeah, you can,
999
yeah.
actual main.
Does it stop counting at
Obtainable
999?
I'm pretty sure it goes higher, but I'm
Like, I think
in no
you
way
can
composing
buy
that
as many
one.
as you want.
Yeah, you
but-
can keep buying them.
I thought it was just the one.
Oh, no, you can keep buying them. That's why I asked you.
I don't think you can keep buying them until after post game. I think
Oh.
you have to get post game to do it.
Yeah, because I was like, because when
I
I've checked it out the store before, the moon's gone. There's no more moon
Yeah.
to buy.
Well,
and then,
maybe you should beat the game,
and it
Sinead.
has like
Beat the game,
and
Sinead.
it has like a thing when I buy it, like it's like, oh, you unlocked this moon.
Yeah.
Yeah, when
So
you
I
get
have
post game, you'll be able to buy more.
Oh, that's stupid.
But the ones you buy don't in any way factor
It's not
towards the
stupid,
ones you
Sinead.
collect.
There's
It's
a lot
just,
of post game,
wow, I have another
alright?
moon.
Yeah,
You're probably going to play more of that game after credits roll
Yeah.
than
It
before.
has a lot of post game.
There's a lot of people who worked really hard and put a lot of thought into everything in that game.
There is. I've had some
His
fun.
name is Mario.
Like, I've had some fun fucking around with like random stuff. I'm like, hey, can
Don't
I?
swear when you talk about Mario.
I'm sorry. Like just like, hey, can I do this? It's like. And
Have you, in New Donk City, have you jumped from the starting platform to the main land yet?
Mainlandia.
like as like a little.
Like, you know how you have to zip down the line?
Yeah.
You can make that jump. And it's pretty rad.
No, but I did jump off the skyscraper.
That's cool. That's cool.
So that's fine.
It's not. But
Yeah. I mean,
I was never able to get good at the hat jumps, like throwing your hat and just repeat. I'm not good at that.
yeah.
I am not either. I've seen Tom do it, so I tried doing it, and it did not work well.
Well, you don't really need it for a whole lot of stuff. There's a couple of moons that
Yeah.
are going to give you some trouble, but for the most part, you'll be all right.
it's for showboating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brian,
Yep.
I've literally never met you before. What kind of games do you play?
Right now, I've mostly been playing Fortnite and Overwatch.
Yeah.
I had gotten Fortnite a while ago and finally dove back into it, and I'm actually having a pretty good time with it so far.
What mode are you playing?
So I do not own the PvE mode.
Okay.
So the PvE mode actually costs money right now.
Sure, I could see why they would. Yeah.
It's going to be free to play, so that's what they're kind of banking on, is you're going to like the PvP mode
Right.
and be willing to pay out now, but eventually it'll be completely free. But for PvE, I've been playing mostly squads. So it's got you can do solo, you can do duos, or you can do squads.
Yeah.
The squads are 4 people, duos is obviously just 2, and then if you do one, it's just you and it's the same as PUBG. It's you and 99 other people,
Right.
just battling it out.
But like, there's a bunch of like, what do you want to call it? Like almost tower defense elements in that game, right?
Yeah. So
So
it's
is
got
that there even in the PvE?
Yeah, so the way that the tower defense mechanics kind of work,
Yeah.
at least in the PvE, like you can build stuff,
Yeah.
but you are not fighting any kind of hordes of enemies or anything like that.
Got it.
It is purely PvP. And
So
and
like,
it's just like
does
PUBG.
building stuff actually help you out? Then, like in that mode?
Yeah, so when you get towards like it's just like PUBG, because you get the circle like
Right.
getting smaller and smaller and shit. Once it gets to like the lowest shrink though,
Yeah.
people pretty much just run to build up towers with the materials you have.
Yeah.
Just kind of build a little home base. to
That's
hide
cool.
in, yeah.
That's cool.
It's pretty interesting to play. I'm enjoying it, and the PvP is free to play right now.
Ryan, didn't you play Fortnite?
Yeah, I did. I didn't play the PvP stuff. Well, I was playing before the PvP.
It wasn't a
stuff
thing yet.
came
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
The PvE stuff, the horde mode with all the zombies and stuff. That's actually a lot of fun. And my concern with this battle royale mode was that everyone was just gonna play that, and no one is gonna want to play the base game anymore.
But I mean, if the base game is what's free right now,
Well,
the
PvE mode is not.
right?
The
then
battle royale
you
mode
got to
is-
assume that there's going to
yeah.
still be an audience there because it's free.
I would
No, the
definitely if
PvE
it was
mode
free.
is the one you got to pay for.
Yeah.
Right.
We've been using PvE and PvP interchangeably this whole time, and it's like driving me bonkers.
There's too
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Too many acronyms.
Too many P's and E's.
I know you've been streaming Overwatch. I've seen that. Have you been streaming Fortnite as well?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
No,
I've
not
been
as often because Overwatch is doing their Christmas event, so I've been playing that for loot boxes.
Yeah, are you having fun streaming it?
Yeah, it's fun.
Is everybody burnt out on Christmas events? Because I am.
So am I.
Yeah.
I've been playing the Pocket Camp Christmas event.
Yeah.
I think that, it's
You're
finished.
still going with that, huh?
Yeah, I like Animal Crossing. It's like it's a fun like waiting game.
I don't know.
Like in like a waiting room, or like I need to like wait for like something else to happen.
Oh,
It's
I
just,
thought
like,
you meant like the game itself is a waiting game.
It kind of is that too.
like after you, yeah, it kind of is sometimes if
Like,
you've done everything.
Jumped into Portal Knights for the first time, and it's like, oh, hey, there's this Christmas thing. I'm like, I don't want to do the Christmas thing my first time playing the game, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, I need some
Yeah.
context for this. My thing about Christmas events is that, like, especially if your game has zombies in it, people are just like, Krampus is everywhere.
I loved it. I loved the Killing Floor Christmas event.
What
It got old after a while.
Well,
but
Killing Floor is not the only game I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Every zombie game that I have touched in the past year that has a Christmas event going on,
Yeah.
they're like, hey, you guys want to kill Krampus? Here he is.
But Killing Krampus was pretty fun.
Killing Krampus was pretty. Hey, Krampus, he'll eat the other enemies and he'll poop them out as exploding gas monsters.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
So, he'll eat you too if you let him.
Oh, I'm not gonna let that
shit.
happen.
Yeah.
I don't want that to happen.
Tom and I played a lot of Killing Floor before Christmas because he had earned his pajamas, and he was like,
wanted the pajamas.
I wanted the pajamas, right?
Yeah.
And so I did all the Christmas stuff to get my pajamas, but I was like, I need more pajamas. So
You could just buy pajamas IRL.
That's true.
I could, but I didn't. So no. So then I went ahead and did a real money transaction to get all the pajamas.
Did you really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right. You
Yeah,
posted that was the first time you have ever bought cosmetic items in a game, right?
Yeah, that was my first time ever.
Well,
That's a
I
good
kind
choice.
of I don't mind the spend money and get the cosmetic item you want.
Oh, yeah, me
aspect,
neither. That's
That's
awesome.
exactly
but-
what I did.
But loot boxing is just like Jesus Christ.
Oh no!
Like,
When I spent
yeah.
the money,
Yeah,
like
fuck that.
I was like, "Hey, do you want these pajamas?" They was like, "Do you want this package of different pajamas?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yes." They were like $2 for the pajamas, and I was like, "Thank you." I paid my $2, and I got my pajamas. So
Yeah, I can deal with that.
I think Tripwire does it pretty well because, like, that's really all you are paying for is cosmetic stuff, right? There's
Yeah.
nothing there there's no pay to win, so
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm fine
same with
with it.
Overwatch.
Yeah.
No, well, Overwatch still
Right?
has loot boxes.
Oh, I mean,
Overwatch is loot boxes.
Well, Killing Floor has loot boxes, but none of it actually helps your game. You know, it's all
Well, in that aspect, yeah, everything
Yeah.
in Overwatch is cosmetic.
yeah.
But yeah, you can't just get the thing you want.
So you can in Killing Floor, but you're buying it directly from a person, not from.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The-
yeah,
publisher.
I just happened to be lucky enough to find someone who valued pajamas at $2 per package.
Nice.
So I got six sets of pajamas for my character for $2. I
Oh,
got
nice.
Christmas tree pajamas, pink Easter bunny pajamas, red flannel pajamas.
You need to get a 7th so you can get a different Jam set for every day of the week.
Sure, sure. I don't feel like I play Killing Floor like that, but
You should.
yeah.
You should change your life and do that.
I was playing a lot of Killing Floor for a little bit there, because I wanted to do the Christmas stuff,
Yep.
and I was having fun with Tom killing Krampus. He was like, I think he's like the third boss that they added right after that game had been out for a couple years.
Technically fourth,
Yeah.
and really it hasn't been out for even 2 years. Like it was in early access for a while.
Wait. How is it technically fourth? What does
Well,
that mean?
because there's Hans, right?
Right, got
And
Hans.
then there's the dad.
the dad.
And then there's one where it's like a
Oh,
big
yeah.
flesh pound,
With
and the
little flesh
only other
pounds.
enemies are a small.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Yeah.
right. You guys ever play Killing Floor before?
I
No.
haven't played it.
You're not missing much.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. It's pretty great.
Isn't there a sequel or no?
Well,
We're talking about the sequel.
Oh,
Yeah, we
okay,
say
okay,
Killing
okay.
Floor,
Yeah.
but we
Okay,
mean
okay,
Killing
okay,
Floor
okay.
too.
Yeah, I haven't played either. So
Yeah, it's on PlayStation,
It's an interesting take on horde mode.
as well as computer.
Yeah.
Are you doing any more cabinet sets, or have you done any recently?
define cabinet sets.
Like I know that like last time we really talked, you said that you were repairing one.
Oh, I mean,
Arcade cabinets.
I've got my Centipede cabinet, but that's the only one I have.
Cool.
Yeah.
Didn't you get weren't you doing a Pac-Man one?
So I want to get a stand-up one, but the fact that I live upstairs has kind of made it inconvenient to
Yeah, fuck
bring a
that.
machine upstairs. Yeah.
Is it one of those what do you call them? Cocktail cabinets.
My Centipede one's cocktail, yeah.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
That is
And
cool.
it weighs a metric shit ton and was a pain in the ass to take into my apartment.
Sure.
So,
You know, I always want to get one, but I'm like, I'm only gonna get one because I don't have a lot of room,
You
right?
get
Yeah.
a pinball.
And I'm like,
table.
well, what do I get? What one do I get? You know.
Yeah.
You get the Terminator
you
2.
need-
Well,
pinball
what I'd
table.
like is a MVS.
I-
Like we have a buddy who has an MVS, but
Oh,
like
yeah.
no cabinet for it.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this, but Bryon repairs cabinets.
Well,
So
he has the capability to.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, mine was pretty busted when I got it on
Yeah.
Craigslist, but overall the repairs were pretty simple.
Cool.
what is involved in that? Like, are you just like repairing the wood, or are you like doing all the like resoldering the boards?
Mine had some mechanical problems. The monitor was basically completely shot. Like the guy thought the game was completely just didn't work.
Yeah.
The monitor itself was just shot.
Yeah.
So I had to pull the monitor and replace the way the monitors work. There's like a backplane piece that actually plugs into the CRT itself.
Okay.
I had to replace the backplane piece.
We know nothing about this stuff.
Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
we know that we like them. That's
Yeah.
about it.
It's not difficult to do. You just have to be careful because you can totally kill yourself doing it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Because you have to.
Is that what you tell ladies when you're at the bar?
I risked my life earlier.
Step back, ladies.
Right on.
I like the idea of an MVS because you can switch out the games.
Yeah.
Yeah, SNK used to do those things.
You
You got your Metal Slug. You got your King of Fighters.
Shock Troopers.
Shock Troopers. You got your Samurai Showdown.
Shock Troopers.
You got your Shock Troopers. Brian, you ever play Samurai Showdown?
Yeah. I wasn't a huge SNK fighter guy, but
SNR
I've
fighting
played
for
it
you?
though. Yeah.
No Fatal Fury for you?
I've played them all. Just never got super hardcore into them.
I like Samurai Shodown back in the day because you go to the arcade and like the sprites were fucking enormous.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Well, it would zoom in and out.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. I thought that
neat.
was really neat. But as far as like an actual fighting game, obviously Street Fighter's better.
Obviously,
Yeah,
Time
I was a
Killers
Street
is
Fighter
better.
guy.
But
Yeah.
Ryan, you ever heard of Time Killers?
Don't think I have actually.
You should look that up.
You should not.
You should look
No.
that up. Time Killers is awesome. It's awesome in the way that it's not awesome.
Yeah.
But
it looks like it's awesome in the way like Eternal Champions is awesome.
like
Oh god.
You know, like it's not great, but it's
okay, Brian, take yourself back to 9 years old. If 9 years old Brian saw Time Killers, I bet he would think it was awesome.
But he's not 9 anymore.
yeah. Well, I mean, I thought Primal Rage was awesome.
Sure.
No longer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Earth. URTH. There was like that game had like 2 Tyrannosaurus Rexes in it, 2 snow gorillas.
Yep.
Just a lot. That game was all right though.
They did finally they cracked a protection on Primal Rage 2.
I saw that. Yeah.
You have to use some like hacked together main build, but you can't actually.
Isn't it
completely play
like
now.
basically isn't it like basically done or?
The game was basically a final prototype,
Mm-hmm.
but the protection ROMs on the board they had never been cracked, so nobody could emulate it properly. But some guy finally took it upon himself to do it. The
Yeah.
game's not great or anything. Like it's
Well, sure.
whatever. You know.
It's still neat though.
Just like it belongs in a museum.
When like a lot of the characters you play as are, I mean, you're still playing as the dinosaurs, but
Yeah.
you can switch into a human form also.
Huh.
Yeah,
Why would you do that though?
yeah, pretty much.
Why would I be a human if I could be a dinosaur?
Well, and you switch
Well, it's
into
like
like
a
a
caveman.
giant size human. Like, yeah, I don't know.
Oh, like Apache Chief
like-
style?
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Nate
the
Chuck.
game's not that great though. Like, there's a reason it didn't come out.
Yeah.
I like that Apache Chief was immediately who you thought of. That's pretty awesome.
There's all. Well, it's like
Obviously.
Star Fox 2 released, you know, and
Yeah.
like
Aw,
we
Star
got to
Fox.
remember like fuck which was the first Dragoon game that was out before Star Fox 2. You know, and like how are you going to compete with that?
Yeah.
But
I was actually just thinking of Panzer Dragoon a few days ago. That was I played Panzer Dragoon 2. Is the one
Yeah.
that I
Yeah,
played.
2 was really good.
Yeah, that was a pretty cool game. I wonder if I would still like it now though.
I think it holds up
Yeah.
for what it is.
Yeah. Shock Troopers holds up.
well, duh.
Yeah. That game's pretty badass. You should play that game, Ryan.
Okay.
Sinead, you ever play Shock Troopers?
No.
It's like Contra-esque,
Yeah.
but top down,
Yeah.
like similar to Guerrilla War. I don't know if you guys ever played
Yeah,
that.
I've played Guerrilla War. Yeah.
But like way better, and like the fucking beautiful SNK sprites and all that, and it's
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
it's
nice.
awesome.
There's a lady in that game that you can play as, and her name is Milk.
Mhm.
Yeah. So if you want to play as her.
I mean, milk does the body good. So.
Shock Troopers 2, not so great.
Mm.
Tom, do you have any trivia this week?
Oh fuck! You know what I did,
Mm-hmm.
and I still have it in mind, but I don't remember the answer myself. So no.
That's funny.
Ask
Well,
the
'cause
question,
it's
ask
a-
the question and see if any of us
It's a
know.
Oh, yeah.
it's a placement thing. I want to say it's the 4th or 5th digit in any PSN code
Mm-hmm.
is what letter, or is the letter N?
No
Okay,
idea.
the letter N is always going to be. I think it's either the 4th or
Oh.
5th digit in a PSN code.
Um,
Always.
I'm not sure.
And which one is it? But I don't remember, so I can't ask it. Yeah.
Sinead, last night when Tom and I were organizing his titles, we thought it would be funny if we memorized all the developers and just kept going back and forth with the trivia so that only we knew the answers.
Oh, that sounds
Well, so the reason I set it up that way is like
I never win anyways. You don't have to make it trickier. I'm not like demolishing everybody in trivia.
you've won before.
You won a couple weeks ago.
I normally
Somehow.
guess.
But no, it's like I will always have to look at the developer name before I play the game. So eventually that will just stick with me. This
Yeah.
developer made that game, and my kids as well. Every time Bailey wants to play The Sims, she's gonna have to see Maxis.
Yeah.
You know.
And then I thought it would be funny if when
Yeah,
she came in to
'cause
play
force your children to know knowledge.
Yes, absolutely.
when she came in to play The Sims, she like spent all her time trying to find it, and then by the time she found it, Tom would be
Yeah.
like, "Okay, it's time to go to bed."
Yep. You better remember for tomorrow.
Tom says it was one of our more boring streams, but I thought it was actually very entertaining. It's probably because I was here doing it.
Yeah, it was because you were involved in it.
No,
watching other people organize stuff, normally not the best.
Well, our friend Corey stayed with us the entire 3 hours.
Yeah.
That's because Corey's a champ.
Even though his phone was about to die and his pregnant wife needed him, he stayed with us instead.
Oh, yeah.
Commitment.
Yeah. So.
I mean, no one wants to deal with a pregnant lady.
No, you do not.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
All right. So Bryon, as you being the guest and it being your first time ever here, we want to know about you and what you do and what you play.
So work-wise, I'm a Linux engineer.
Man, you're badass.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. I like it.
Yeah.
Can't complain.
And he's real smart.
You have penguins all over your house?
Yeah. Do you have those?
No.
Do you wear a Linux shirt?
Do you have like an actual penguin living in your house?
No, I think I have like one actual quote-unquote Linux shirt.
Yeah.
I'm not Linuxed out per se.
Yeah. Are you?
Is it your OS? Which is like, is that what you play on? Is that what's on your computer?
Oh, not for gaming. No.
Do you
No,
look at
gaming's
other
straight
people?
Windows.
Do you look at other people who aren't wearing Linux and like just like?
I mean, it's just kind of whatever. Like,
Ignorance
picked
is
it up,
bliss, I
yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
but yeah, I wouldn't use Linux as a gaming OS. Like,
Sure.
Absolutely not. Like, you can't play Overwatch on Linux still, as far as I know.
Oh wow.
I think Wine might run it, but I think it still runs just like ass. Like,
Yeah.
Do you know what it is about Linux that makes it so it's not an ideal gaming OS?
It's getting better per se, but developer support's just not there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wouldn't you say it's as much there as it is for Apple though? For Mac?
I mean, I wouldn't say Mac's at a great spot either.
Yeah.
Realistically. But I think from a developer's perspective, if you're not using an engine that's already cross-platform,
Yeah.
you probably aren't going to make any money worthwhile off porting to Linux anyways.
Sure.
So why spend the dev time on it?
Sure.
Which makes sense. I get it.
So, what kind of games do you play, Bryon?
A little bit of everything. Lately, like I said, I've been playing Fortnite and Overwatch pretty much all the time. Juggling Doki Doki, playing Golf Story on Switch.
Hey, I bought that bitch.
Yeah, I'm liking it. I'm on like the last course. I just haven't sat down and finished it out.
I am at the beginning.
Well, I don't know if you know this, but the Switch is mobile, and you can walk around and finish it. You don't have to sit down.
Yes, I take my Switch to the bar quite often. So.
Hey, so tell me
While you
about
get
this.
your free drinks.
Tell me about Doki Doki. Like, what is that? I've heard rumblings of that, and like, I just go to Doki Doki Panic, which obviously it's not that.
Right, no. So it's like a visual novel game.
Okay.
But it starts out as just like your generic dating visual novel game, but then it has a twist and tangents off of that.
Satan?
Is it Satan?
Shanae's played through it, I think. Or Berto has.
Berto's playing it, was playing it, and he knew that there was a surprise, but he didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
And I had already had it spoiled because I go to a lot of Atomi like forums.
Yeah.
And yeah, because I'm that kind of person. But I want to hear about other people's boyfriends.
I just have to wonder. I imagine what those conversations are like.
I want to know Shanae's Atomi forum username.
Yeah, what is that?
Yeah. What is it?
Obviously, Horse Queen. I don't know if you watched the YouTube video of them. Main Squeeze is going to be my new username. But they made me play my horse prince on a Let's Play.
Oh, gosh.
And it's on YouTube.
Saddle
And
up.
they're just like, wow, Shanae, you're really good at courting this horse. Because it's a horse with a pretty boy face on it.
Chopping onions.
And you're falling in love with this horse.
She was
And
really good at
everybody
that
else
game.
sees a horse. Except for you.
Oh, man, it was funny.
Oh, man, it was so uncomfortable.
Wow, Shanae.
So, yeah, I'm a horse queen.
But why was that uncomfortable, but like Hatoful Boyfriend's fine? Like, that doesn't make me uncomfortable. I was fine playing that.
Because when you're chopping the leeks.
Well, yeah, there was that.
Because one of the mini games is you have to chop leeks, and the horse head just goes back and
And
forth.
also,
and flies.
and also in Hatoful Boyfriend, it's not pigeons with people faces.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's just pigeons.
That horse head bouncing back and forth kind of reminds me of Ooh La La's head.
Sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, real quick, Atomi forums are basically like, hey, what route do you like the best? Like, what's your kind of ideal character? What games have you been playing? And it's just like a lot of like people like rating different different Otome games and suggesting to each other, and they're like, oh, well, if you like this, then you should go for this. It's just like talking about things that you like or don't like, or people being like, hey, anybody else think this ending was super weird and out of place in this game?
Are there routes and endings in those games that are considered canon? Like this is the route?
Yes.
I'm not sure.
With Otome games that have animes.
Yeah.
Yes, because
Like tie-in games?
yeah, like
That makes sense.
Well, Hokuiki was one of the more popular ones. And
Who's he? What's he?
Hokuiki.
Okay.
It had an anime, but I can't remember which happened first, the game or the anime. But like I mean like it's like a Hokugi Demon of the Fleeting Blossom, I think is like one of the titles.
Sure.
But yeah, but there's like 5 or 6 of those games. Like it's like, and they all sell really well actually.
Yeah.
So,
Are you the one buying all the copies?
no, because a lot of times it's just like the same game, but like a slightly different like thing added to it. And I'm just like, so like on PS3, there was like a version that had like all the small stuff from like the DS version in this game, and so I just wait for like a collective game.
Cool.
So it has all the stuff. But yeah, so like there's some that like they're like, oh, well, it's like canon with the anime or canon with the manga, but like also yeah.
Have you played Root Letter yet?
Mm-mm.
God, I should have bought you
I
that
haven't played it
instead.
yet.
I haven't played it either, but I just want to see what a $60 Otome is.
Brian, do you play
know?
Otome?
Not like on the regular or anything.
Just Doki Doki Literature Club.
Yeah.
I mean, I would kind of call Danganronpa one, sort of.
Yeah, I'd say.
It's a
Oh,
visual-
On some
I
level.
would
There's
say-
other
I'd
gameplay
say
elements
it's
to it?
Yeah.
I say it's visual
But-
novel-esque, but I wouldn't call it a Otome.
yeah.
I'm not familiar with every subgenre of visual novel like she
Yeah.
is. So
But but like it's got several genres in it
Yeah.
for sure. But Shanae, once you play that, let me know. I got the first season of the anime.
yeah,
All
I
right.
think you would like it.
Probably. Is it pretty and colorful? Because
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I think it looks better than
Call it
most
pretty colorful.
visual novels do.
Mhm.
But most of them look cheap, all right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like that one. What was that one that we played?
Last Days of Spring.
Yeah.
I haven't heard of it.
Yeah.
It was like a $2, $3 one on Steam that he bought.
Yeah.
And
I bought it for you.
Sure.
and there's only one female character that you can date, and her name's Yuri.
Yuri's the one in Doki Doki that I'm going after.
Going after.
Yuris are the best.
That sounds so fucking skeezy. I'm going after that one. Besides those, what other kinds of games do you play? Do you play fighting games?
I like real-time strategy a lot, but I cannot
Nice.
in any way play real-time strategy games multiplayer at this point. Like the people who are good at RTSs are too good. Like I do not have fun playing against other people.
I don't know that I've ever played an RTS
Like-
with somebody.
Yeah, like I started. I finally picked up all the StarCraft 2 expansions and all that, and I'm playing through just the single-player campaigns
Yeah.
and I'll skirmish, but I have no desire to get online and actually like play against somebody.
StarCraft can just be not fun online.
StarCraft 2 has some co-op to it, doesn't it?
Well, they've got like the arcade mode with like all the little fun, like there's some co-op stuff, things
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, but
But nothing substantial.
the micromanagement aspects are just too much for me to sit there and juggle them.
Would you prefer turn-based strategy? You think you could play
I
one
like
of those?
turn-based. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you play that Mario plus Rabbids?
You know what? I actually have it, but I have not played it yet.
It's fun.
But I've heard it was surprisingly very, very good.
Dude, that's,
Is
I mean,
what
it
I've
is
been told.
very XCOM, but like there's so much more movement to it. It's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I've heard nothing but good things.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, the Nintendo Switch subreddit is like all about it.
Well, because everybody saw like, oh, Mario and Rabbids, this game is just gonna suck. Like,
Yeah, and then
nobody
it
had
didn't.
high hopes for it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like after that awesome E3 presentation, how could anybody doubt?
Well, sure, but you got to remember, like, this is one of the things that 4chan leaked way before that, and
Yeah,
everyone was
it
just
was
That
like,
rumored to be
darn
happening.
4chan.
Yeah.
All right. I get it. What else do you play, Brian?
Let me see. What else am I playing right now?
You're playing a lot of Fortnite.
Lots of Fortnite. Too much Fortnite.
How much is too much though? What do you mean too much?
I am playing it. Well, like
Are you developing a disorder?
putting
do
aside.
you have gamer's disease?
Putting aside.
Have
other
you
games that I
developed
want.
gamer's cough?
Besides Overwatch, because you gotta get this Christmas
Yeah,
shit.
like I've got other games I want to play and I'm ignoring them. 'cause
Like
I'm
what?
I'm just on the computer,
What's your
like, oh, I'll play
backlog looking
Fortnite.
like?
Assassin's Creed is on my next.
Cool.
to play. Origins.
Nice.
Yeah.
He's
Cool.
been playing it.
Yeah.
Mummy's confirmed, you know?
Yeah, Mummy's alive. So, you remember that, Brian?
He's alive.
It is like you know how like there was that several year period where everyone was trying to capitalize on the success of Ninja Turtles.
Okay, yeah.
So it was like a group of mummies.
Yeah, they were alive.
Yeah.
Oh.
Kinda like Street
I remember
Sharks.
what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they were cooler than Street Sharks.
But yeah, Assassin's Creed is my next console game to play. I just haven't. I sat down and started playing it, and then fell asleep and haven't gone back.
That's a good sign.
Falling asleep while playing a video game.
My
I don't
problem-
know if you've ever done that around me,
no.
Brian. Ever?
Yes, I have.
It was River City Ransom.
Yep.
What, he fell asleep during River City Ransom? It's not for everybody, Shanae.
I like it, but I think I've been drinking too before.
It
this happened.
also was like 2 a.m.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Cool. You guys go hard, huh?
We go hard, yeah.
Yeah, I played a little bit of Assassin's Creed Origins, but I turned it off intentionally because I was also playing Horizon Zero Dawn in tandem, and I was like, I'm not playing two open world games at the same time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really excited to finish up Horizon and get into Assassin's Creed because that game seems really awesome so far.
I've watched some streams of it, and it seems like it's pretty good. So
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to diving into it.
Yeah, climbing the pyramids. I want to do that. I want to climb the pyramid and I want to slide down the pyramid
I just want to see
on
mummies.
his tummy. Yeah,
And I hear the combat is better than it used to be.
I watched a video that contained a mummy and I got super excited.
Yeah.
Nice.
Tom and
Not
I
a lot of mummies.
yeah.
Although Mummy Demastered is great if you guys haven't played that.
I've heard it's very good.
surprisingly
Very good.
few
Yeah.
mummies in that though.
There's a good amount of mummies.
Like the bosses are mummies, but like all those places.
Do you want like hordes of mummies?
Yeah.
Look, Ryan, I beat
Because
that
only
game.
the rich got
You watched
turned to
about
mummies.
10 minutes of that game.
I watched a little bit more than 10 minutes, but so there was a lot of zombies, and I feel like all the places where the zombies were, they could have put mummies instead.
No, there's straight up mummies. There's quite a few that are not bosses.
But
They're just more late game.
oh,
Yeah.
they hide the mummies from you.
Early game is like werewolves,
That's also cool.
zombies.
Well, I don't know if werewolves is
Are mummies zombies?
nah.
I would not classify them as
Okay.
zombies.
All right. I'm sorry.
But here's the thing:
They're both undead though.
is sometimes people put mummies in zombie movies.
You're right.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
But I was also just thinking about like what's better, wolfmen or werewolves?
Werewolf.
Werewolf.
I'd say
Okay.
werewolf.
Okay.
Because Wolfman just seems like, I'm a hairy dude, and
Yeah.
shit, my
Yeah.
teeth are growing.
Yeah.
Werewolves can play basketball.
I feel
Well,
like Teen Wolf was
very
more of a
well.
wolfman though.
Okay.
I feel like Teen Wolf was
I
more
would
of a
call
wolfman.
Teen Wolf a wolfman.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I feel because I think here's how you do.
Oh, what'd you say in the Michael Jackson the Thriller video?
Also wolfman.
Wolfman?
Because like okay,
He seemed kind of dangerous and vicious.
well yeah, but here's where I think the distinction is. With werewolves, they get naked. Wolfmen keep their clothes on.
Oh, because they're civilized.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like
I
yeah.
think that's a good distinction.
accurate.
Yeah.
Good job,
Like
Ryan.
I was thinking about the original Wolfman movie, and like I just remembered how like he turned into a Wolfman, but he also kept his shirt tucked in.
Yeah, because Twilight, those werewolves could take.
Yeah, they just got straight up naked.
I,
Yeah.
I
Those
are
didn't see
werewolves.
Twilight, so I'm not aware.
There's a lot of buff man chest
Yeah.
when they turn back to humans.
Yeah. That
And
guy,
in the book, there is a weird amount of detail about how they have packs that they tie to their legs that will have like extra shorts in it. So when they turn back to humans,
Sure.
they can wear clothes.
That's smart.
that's
That's
not a weird.
actually
That's
pretty cool.
Yeah, that's not a weird detail. That's
Yeah.
just like when you
The Mormon lady wanted to make sure people knew that these teenage boys that look like they're in their
they're walking around
like,
with their dicks
like
out.
their 30s, like not walking around swinging that dick.
Here's some shorts.
Yeah, put these shorts on.
Yeah,
Why shorts?
because they run.
More compact, dude.
Because
Sure.
they run like 20 degrees hotter than like normal people.
Okay.
So
Like-
you're not gonna be wearing like
An
you're not,
interesting
you're
fact.
not gonna be
Shorts.
wearing like corduroys. And you hear that? Whoop, whoop.
You know what? I have been playing a lot of Sea of Thieves on Xbox.
Oh,
It's really good.
how is that?
What-
How is that?
that's out?
It's in alpha.
Okay.
He's got exclusive alpha access.
It's NDA'd pretty heavy, but
Yeah.
it is pretty fun. I'm
Yeah.
enjoying it.
So what can you say without breaching that agreement?
I know you cannot stream the game. You're not supposed to you can't go put out like an early preview of the game or
Right.
shit like that. The pirating aspect's really good though. Like, I like it. You spawn into like a squad of 4 on your ship.
Are you allowed to say that?
It's
That's
basic-
known.
It's basic gameplay development. Yeah.
Look, I'm just trying
Everybody
to
knows that.
I'm just trying to protect him. Okay.
Yeah, Sea of
We
Thieves.
don't want him to get swatted.
But the game's really good. It's on. There's a Windows beta too, but I'm
Yep.
not in the Windows beta, so I don't know how it runs on PC.
Microsoft Play Anywhere, you see, so I don't need to play it on Xbox.
Sure.
All right.
Right. Are you telling me? Because
Yeah.
I'm with you, man. My Xbox is redundant as hell.
My Xbox plays my 4K DVDs, and that's pretty much all my.
I don't even know why I still have it. Like I can't think of a reason why I would turn on my Xbox.
Well, I have it for the kids
Yeah, I don't have any
and for
kids.
old 360 games.
So on my entertainment system, I have like 3 slots
That's probably a good reason.
and
to have it.
like 3
Need a
slots.
slot for my Xbox.
So I mean, like if I get rid of the Xbox,
Uh-huh.
I'm just gonna have an empty slot on my entertainment system.
Sure.
Put your Wii U there.
My Wii U is in the side one. The Xbox is in the middle, and the PS4 is on the right.
So
Oh, yeah,
Sea of
swap that.
Thieves, like, obviously that's rare, but we know, like, most of the old Rare devs, like, the N64 Rare devs are with Playtonic now.
Yeah.
Whereas what Rare is now, I mean, well, we had, like, Viva Pinata,
Yeah.
and we had a bunch of Xbox Avatar costumes.
Cool.
The game does keep like a cartoony vibe to it.
Yeah.
Like it is very cartoony themed.
What's the music like?
Sea
Any
shanties.
Ys in there or anything like
There's
that?
some shanties and stuff,
Yeah.
but they've still been tweaking that a lot. And I don't think they even have an estimated release date because it's still labeled as alpha. Like it's still,
Jeez,
they are still
man.
making a lot of changes to it.
It's gonna be one of those games that's like in like early access or whatever forever.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, that got pushed out of this year. Crackdown got pushed out of this year.
Yeah.
Like
What
they
was
got
that?
to put something
Another
out.
one.
Well, Scalebound got canceled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which did you want to play that, Tom?
It looked interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked cool.
I thought it looked cool.
Yeah.
Do you think Spider-Man's gonna get pushed back?
No.
Because recently, earlier this week, a Marvel Studios director got brought on to be the Spider-Man design director.
Here's the thing. I don't think it'll get pushed back for a couple of reasons. One, Insomniac typically launches on time.
Yeah.
Two,
Is it kind of late in the game to bring in like a design, like
well,
director?
well, here's the thing. When that game was revealed, that trailer, they said the majority of that trailer was gameplay.
Yeah.
So, like, that already had to be somewhat far along. This last E3 stuff that we saw looked very far along. I think it's coming out 2018, no problem. Now, pushed back, who knows? Like, they don't have a hard date for that game yet. But,
That's how you keep it safe. You say 2018,
yeah.
so you can release it any time during that year. You can release it December 31st, 2018 if you want.
You shouldn't, but
I mean, that would be a really funny thing to do, but
at least you won't be a
Spider-Man.
liar.
God, I hope it's good.
I mean, that is the hope with every game.
Yeah, but, like, Spider-Man, like, we've had great Spider-Man games.
Sure.
And we've had trash Spider-Man games.
Sure.
Yep.
But, like, just, you got keep your fingers crossed.
Gotta
You
keep
know.
my fingers crossed. Hope I get the jobby Freddy.
Yeah, and
I
hopefully
hope
it'll be a
I
good
hope
one.
it's a mediocre Spider-Man game. That way,
That's kind of messed up.
As long as it's, like, a solid B, I'll be happy.
What is that?
I don't know, like, I don't need it to, like, blow me away,
Sure.
but
Yeah.
offer me a good time for 6 hours or more, I'm fine with that.
I bet you that game will give you at least 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh,
I think that game will give you at least 10. Then when we're watching footage of that game, didn't it look like
Confirmed playable MJ.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it looked like. That is I want to play as MJ.
To what extent, I have no idea.
I wanna
But
kiss
you
Peter.
will play as MJ at some point.
I want to kiss Peter. That's all I want to do. I want to kiss Peter.
I want to cheat on Peter with Miles.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be cool. Like give Peter a complex for the rest of his life. Yeah, so it's funny because like Sea of Thieves was like it was kind of announced alongside like what was that other what was the Ubisoft pirate game?
Skull and
Skull and
Bones.
Bones.
Yeah, but it was like
But
their
Sea of Thieves was announced significantly.
it was like
earlier.
their
didn't Sea of Thieves have like an inordinately long trailer?
no.
They had
think
like
so.
They
they
did
had
the-
some gameplay demos.
Yeah, with
But, like,
narration.
Their gameplay videos I actually liked a lot because they just took people that had never played the game and recorded them playing the game.
Yeah.
And I think that's pretty cool.
I will say
You
one
know?
thing with Sea of Thieves is if you end up with people who do not have a mic,
Yeah.
playing the game is not as fun. Not
I would imagine.
Yeah, I was just-
remotely.
I was
as
just
fun.
about to ask you, like, how do you feel about? Because like my whole thing about Sea of Thieves and any multiplayer centric game is this like that relies like completely on cooperation and the way that game will is that like there's a good chance that you're gonna end up with like a group full of shitheads.
Yeah.
And it's just not gonna be fun because everybody's gonna want to do their own thing.
Yeah, it's got full proximity chat too. So,
Yeah.
yeah, if you get on there and you're like, "Hey guys, what's up?" and nobody's on, you're like, "Cool, well,
Yeah.
this is gonna work out well."
I guess I'll just be over here
Yeah.
batting down the hatches.
I've joined
Swabbing the
games.
decks.
I've joined games where people didn't have a mic, and I just quit and go to a different game because it's like, there's no point.
Have you
Yeah.
swabbed a
There's no
deck?
point.
I'm most interested to see like
I don't know
what
if
the
there's
world and gameplay mechanics are like with Sea of Thieves, because like if you hear like Don Casanova talk about Assassin's Creed Black Flag, which is a game I didn't care for, but I don't really like Assassin's Creed. He didn't like he played that game. He says he put a month of real world time into that game. Without doing any of the missions.
Yeah.
He went to a fucking random island and just lived there, you know?
I
and
thought
like,
Black Flag was great.
Yeah,
Well,
like,
in
you
Skull and
know.
Bones, they basically just took the pirate engine
That's
of
what I
Black
hear.
Flag and made it a pirate
But
game.
it very much seems like Skull and Bones is going to be like For Honor on the water.
Yeah, it's more
Which is
combat oriented,
which is
not.
which is like kind of
exploring
not what
stuff.
I wanted. Like I liked the pirating aspect of Black Flag. Like I wanted that. I wanted there just to be a whole game that was just that, but like a single player kind of thing, or like Skull and Bones is just that's not what I wanted. But
Yeah, it's mostly.
I mean, again, I haven't played it, so it might be exactly what I want, but I doubt it because I don't feel like I can trust strangers not
I
to
feel
fuck
like
up
there's
my
an-
experience.
I feel like there's another pirate game being developed, but I can't remember who's making it.
Sid Meier's. No.
There's another one called Abandoned Ship.
I don't know if that's it or
That
not.
I saw. I mean, I saw that on Steam, and I've been really
Pretty much everyone decided to throw in the pirate gamble
Yeah.
recently, so. Yeah.
Well, I mean, zombies, vampires, they're out.
Yep.
well. See, here's the thing about zombies is that those are always fun to kill,
Yep.
like without
Well,
exception.
Well, it's also like it lets you kill people without them being actual people.
Sure.
Sure. I mean, that's why everybody wants the zombie apocalypse to happen, so they can live out their weird murder fantasy. But
I mean, let's just purge it up.
sure. But I've Skull and Bones is not what I wanted. I liked the look of Sea of Thieves though, but I probably won't play it.
I don't. The game is really fun. I really enjoy it, but it is not a deep level pirate sim by any means.
But I don't think that they have tried to portray it that way.
Yeah,
you know,
it's not trying to be one.
Yeah, all the material looks pretty just fun time.
It's
yeah.
just like arcade style pirating around, but it's fun though.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah.
I do like pirates. I do like pirates and zombies. Has anybody combined those two yet? They had to have.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
I
Like
don't know who, but yes.
somebody had to have, like some kind of ghost ship sort of thing.
Oh,
Pirates of the
Ghost
Caribbean.
Ship.
Remember that
That'd be
movie?
Cool.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Uh,
Ghost Ship, was that the one? No, that's not the same one.
what?
With Monk?
No,
not
that
it,
was
no.
13 Ghosts.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that was Monk and a one
Matthew Lillard.
with a one Matthew Lillard, in his last role ever. But yeah. I want to play more games, and I want to play more games that I don't hate, which is becoming increasingly rare lately.
What do you mean?
Well, you've been playing Horizon Zero Dawn.
I've been making a lot of bad choices with my purchases lately.
I feel like you and me are both like, hey, that game's cheap.
Yeah, and then it's just
If it sucks, I only spent
Yeah.
$5.
but I
you know?
still feel like crappy about it.
That $5 could have gone to McDoubles.
Oh man, I haven't had a McDouble in what feels like forever.
It's been one day.
I remember McDoubles.
Brad, I don't know if you've listened to us talk about it. Ryan has a McDonald's addiction,
I have a McDonald's disorder.
and he also has been trying to get all the achievements in
like
Horizon
that
Zero Dawn.
fucking
Oh, nice,
that
nice.
trailer, the reveal trailer for
I've
Days,
got grimace
for-
disease.
The reveal trailer for Days Gone, where he's talking about like all the things that he remembers and that
Yeah.
he longs for. He's like talking about his girlfriend and shit like that.
It's just me with McDoubles.
I remember McDoubles.
like me on my motorcycle, like faded pictures of McDoubles passing by.
I mean, I'm pretty sure if like Days Gone, like World,
Dead Don't Ride was a cooler name, by the way.
Yes, it
Dead
was.
Don't Ride is a better name, but
But they're not zombies, you see, so they couldn't use that name.
Days
Freakers.
Freakers. That's a way better thing. Yeah.
Days Gone, I feel like in that universe, McDoubles will still be edible.
Well, you got that fresh McDouble meat.
Like if you just found one at a McDonald's.
Yeah, just heat it up. You're good.
We'll see.
There's so much preservative in there. It'll be preserved forever.
Look, man.
You're wrong. But
Look, like Tom brought me a McDonald's on the day that my stuff was getting moved into my apartment, and we accidentally left it out all day, and neither one of us felt okay about eating it.
yeah.
We all were wrong.
I have definitely gotten home at 3 a.m. with an extra Whataburger
Yeah.
for the next day.
Oh man, that sounds cool.
I left it on the counter. I woke up in the morning and just nuked it and ate it.
Yeah, I mean, I think I've been there. I've done it, but you know.
Yeah.
You should just do it.
I would like to be in a place where I could say that I had an extra Whataburger. Like I've never bought.
Is that your goal in life?
I mean,
Two
yeah. I mean,
Whataburgers.
I feel like that is an allegory of financial success. Is where I'm in a place where I can just buy more Whataburgers than I need right then.
It's anticipating future Ryan needs.
Sure. I mean, I'm always gonna want a cheeseburger. So.
I mean, and honestly,
True.
it's fiscally more responsible because then you don't have to drive
Sure.
back to the Whataburger.
Sure, but then
Like,
again,
and that's wear and tear in
if
your
I'm in-
car. That's gas.
sure, if I'm in a place where I can buy a McDouble or any cheeseburger that I'm not going to eat right then, I could probably also afford to just have someone deliver it to me.
It's still
True.
extra money.
Sure. But so is an extra Whataburger.
Nah, just steal that shit.
Steal the Whataburger.
So, Brian, what are you going to play when you get home?
Fortnite.
So
Probably.
maybe. Well, I bought. It's on early access. It's They Are Billions. I think
Oh,
it's-
man,
Oh,
I've been
yeah,
that
yeah.
game's on my wish list.
Yeah, I picked it up last night, but I have not started playing it.
Yeah, that
Looks
game.
neat, though.
I don't know what
looks
that game
neat.
is, so
Okay,
explain it to me.
It's basic. Hey, Shade, you like steampunk stuff, right?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, so imagine a steampunk world where you're building a city to keep zombies out of it,
Okay.
and there are billions. The zombies are billions. They are
Oh.
billions.
I mean, it's tower
it looks
defense, right?
interesting,
Yeah.
And like, I want. You know what I really want to play that I just haven't pulled the trigger on? I want to play Orcs Must Die. And I
Orcs
know
Must
that-
Die is good.
I know they're on like their third game now, but like I want to play the early one, that's the not free to play one.
The
you
first
know?
two are probably because I picked them up on a Steam sale
Yeah.
earlier this year, and they were like $2. So
Yeah,
you might
I'd
want
like
to check
to-
if they're on there. They're fun. I like them.
What happens in those games?
So basically,
You kill
Yeah,
orcs.
in the second
Yeah.
one you have two characters, but in the first one you're just this guy who's been sent to like fight this sorceress,
A Witcher.
a sorceress who's opening portals for these orcs to invade.
You set up traps and,
And
shit.
you're running
and-
around in third person, setting up traps, and you have a weapon too, so you can hit them if they get
So
past
it's
your
like a
traps.
dungeon defender-esque game?
Sort of.
It's kind of like tower defense, dungeon defense. Yeah.
What kind of weapon do you have?
You can
Crossbow.
buy different ones. Yeah, you start
Cool.
with like a crossbow, but you can get like swords, things like that.
Oh man, that sounds pretty
Yeah,
badass.
it's pretty cool.
When that game come out?
That's been out.
The first one probably came out. It's probably
I think it was on
4 or
360.
5 years, 6 years maybe. Yeah.
I think the first one's on 360.
Let's
I
dust
could
off
be
our
wrong.
360s.
Mine's in my bedroom, ready to use. I use it for Netflix.
Well, bring it so I could put it in my bedroom.
No.
Okay.
No.
No.
Yeah. Hey, Brian, you ever play the Warriors video game?
I played it, but I never beat it.
Which Warriors video game? Are you in?
Sorry,
I assume we
sorry.
were talking about the Rockstar one.
Yes.
That is the better one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that game.
I don't know if it's on backwards compatibility for the Xbox One. I wouldn't mind replaying it, but I don't have a system that can play it currently, I don't think.
Well, I have the PlayStation 2 version of the game.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And they re-released it on PlayStation 4, but Tom insists that version is probably not good.
Most of the
I would assume
PS2
the
to
PS4
PS4
one, yeah.
ports are not great. They
Yeah,
look
I
they look
assume
very
it's-
bad.
The only one that
Yeah.
I have played is Dark Cloud 2.
Yeah.
That seemed
I
okay,
did
but
pick
then
up
again,
Dark
I don't
Cloud.
have anything.
But
with
also,
which to
like,
compare it.
level 5 games just have that art style to them that translates well between generations, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did I get? I got Twisted Metal Black on there. I think I got a Parappa game on there, and, like, they just don't look good at all.
Have you
Yeah.
gotten any?
The
I have
PS2
Parappa. Well,
port of
about the
Psychonauts
Parappa
on there,
remake?
it's fucking miserable, you know?
Oh, I haven't played that one.
It just looks bad.
It looks horrible.
Wow. Yeah, because there was a couple times where I was like, I'm going to buy these PlayStation 2 games because they're cheap.
So I had Psychonauts on PS2
Yeah.
and the PS2 port on PS4
Right.
at the same time.
Right.
PS2 on a regular ass CRT looked way better than the same version of the game on PS4 on an HD TV.
Oh, nice.
But don't those games always look bad on HD TVs though?
Not always. I mean, if you have the right cables, they can look
Yeah.
okay. But like
Yeah.
PS4 is just shooting it through HDMI.
Yeah.
You know.
Because I remember I found my PS1 and within was Final Fantasy 9. Well,
Yeah.
the first disc for Final Fantasy 9, and I popped that sumbitch into my PlayStation 2 because it was hooked into my my flat screen at the time. And I was like, I don't remember this game looking this bad.
Yeah.
But I was just a dum dum, and I didn't know how that shit works. So, but yeah, and that's kind of like, and then to the point where I bought cables specifically to play PS2 games on my 4K TV.
Mm-hmm.
Because I want to play these games, but like when they look really, because when
I've got that CRT you can have.
I'm not. Oh my god, man!
It's heavy as fuck.
And I gotta carry that up a flight of stairs. No way, man.
It weighs less than a gaming cabinet.
True.
Sure, but I'm also not carrying gaming cabinets into my house.
You should try it.
Yeah, I should. No, I bought the first Yakuza for PS2, and I plugged that into my TV, and I was like, man, this looks bad, and I'm not having a good time. But luckily, Yakuza Kiwami came out, and now it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You ever play those games, Brian?
I'm almost done with Zero right now.
It's really great.
Mhm.
Yakuza Zero is really great. Have you gotten to the real estate stuff?
I think so.
Have you done the Hostess Club stuff?
I've done Hostess Club stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's
Obviously.
Kiwami 2, but like 6, and I believe Kiwami 2 are both using the 6 engine, like the new engine.
Right
Yeah,
on.
I think that they're using the new one for all of them, and people are hoping they're going to go ahead and just port all of them over.
What do you think
but
the chances are that'll happen? Because I feel like that's probably not going to happen.
I mean,
If you think about like
Sega's
between
making money off
PS3,
'em, I
yeah,
mean,
between PS3 and PS4, you now have all of them, or you will once Kiwami 2 comes out.
yeah.
So I don't think it's unlikely.
Nah.
I mean,
If
it'll
they've got
probably
the engine and assets already ready, I mean, at least it's a lot of the engine back-end work has been done.
And they're selling in the West more than they ever have before.
Sure.
And they seem to be doing well, from what I understand.
Yeah.
it'll probably come out before Kingdom Hearts 3 does.
You see people talking about Yakuza now, and you never did before.
Oh yeah.
You know?
You never saw people talking about Yakuza.
Yeah. I want to get to the important question about that, Brian. Is that with the Hostess Club stuff, have you been actually taking the time to put the girls in nice outfits and get their hair real nice? Have you been taking the time to do that?
No.
Me
Your Hostess
neither.
Club will crush it as hell.
But Yakuza's another one that's on my back burner at this point. Like, it's not actively getting played.
Sure. Yeah, I'd always had like a passing interest in those games, and then it wasn't until Yakuza 0 that I actually finally got into the series.
Yeah. Which is a good place to start. I mean,
Well, see,
In my opinion.
playing through Kiwami, like there's a lot of stuff in Zero that's like I probably would have appreciated more if I had played the first one first.
yeah.
But that being said, I'm still having a really great time with it. That story is, and between both games, is like fucking bonkers, but they're fun games. I like the best thing about Yakuza 0 though that they didn't put in Kiwami is that when you beat up the thugs, money flies out of them. Like cash money flies out of them, and I like that. I like Yakuza a lot. Brian,
How much would it take for me to get, me to pay you to get a Yakuza tattoo? It doesn't have to be large.
well, the only kind of tattoo a Yakuza would get would be a big one.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying for you.
Yeah, no, from like of the game,
Of the game.
something of
Of-
the game.
Something in the game.
Like the word Yakuza tattooed on me?
Or I don't know,
Like something
or
from
character-
Yakuza?
Or
Yeah.
something
How much
from,
would you have to pay me?
Yeah.
And I could choose the spot of the tattoo?
Yeah. And the size and everything.
Because
Cuz you don't have any tattoos.
You don't know that.
yeah, you don't know that.
Do you?
Have you seen every inch of my body?
No, thankfully.
So
Wow.
Damn.
Shanae.
well,
I don't want to see his butthole.
that's fair. Well, I'll just let you know, Shanae, that my body is a wonderland. So
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
I still don't want to see your butthole. But anyway, back to the tattoo.
I could choose the location and the size.
And what it is.
I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get.
It's a weird episode.
There's nothing weird about it. We're just having a conversation. right?
I mean, I like it, but it's different.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Yeah.
different because Brian's here. He's not here. That's what makes it weird.
Maybe.
Yeah. If Brian weren't here, we would still be talking about my butthole, and it wouldn't be weird.
No, it would still be weird.
Okay, so the tattoo, I would just get the word Yakuza tattooed on my left butt cheek, and I want $5,000.
Oh, I'm not paying for that.
$5,000?
Man.
No, I'm not paying for that.
What about a tattoo of Dixie Kong's hat?
Where?
Wherever.
Over my heart.
Yeah.
$30.
There you go.
Oh man, Brian, you missed it. Were you made aware of the episode where I tried to
No,
read
I
Donkey
have
Kong Country
not.
Erotica and Shanae stopped me?
No, I've not seen that.
And I have not told them about it because I try not to tell anybody about that episode.
What is it called again?
Mutual Desires.
Yeah, Mutual Desires.
Wow.
A Donkey Kong Country story.
Yeah.
So a few weeks ago, Tom and I were hanging out, and I don't remember. We got
It was because of Splatoon.
yeah, we were talking about Splatoon.
Because everybody wants to fuck the squids in Splatoon.
What? They're adults. They are
They are-
confirmed. They are adults.
Okay, so
they
don't-
have the possibility of being consenting
Well,
adults.
I also said that as long
Called Inklings and Squid Kids, but they are adults.
I said that as long as something looks vaguely humanoid and possibly has a vagina, someone will write a story about it getting fucked.
And I said
That's fair.
Dixie Kong.
And there it was. Diddy Kong and Dixie Kong, they went at it.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And somebody, it's the funny thing about it is somebody wrote the words monkey's lips in a sentence that was meant to elicit sexual arousal, and that's really funny to me.
Also, what's better about this is there's two people who worked together to write the story.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was a
God.
collab.
And it's not good.
You haven't read it all, Shanae.
Yeah, you didn't even let me finish it.
I've read the Ice
Oh,
Climbers
man.
Macho Man Randy Savage one, and that was way better than
Wow.
that.
You didn't know.
How do you know if you
don't
didn't
know
read
that?
it?
You didn't read the whole thing. There's
There's also a Powerpuff
You're so
Girls
close-minded,
Santa
Shanae.
Claus
yeah,
one.
like one.
You need better hobbies, Shanae.
I go on Tomy forums and I look at weird erotic fanfiction.
Oh, I meant to ask you, Brian, what's the best game you played this year?
This year, I'd say my game of the year is probably Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, it is.
Same here. I played more Persona 5, but I think Breath of the Wild was more innovative.
I loved it. So
Not a lot of monkey's lips in Breath of the Wild, though, I bet.
No.
Thank God.
Uh,
What do you think?
If you can hear that, by the way, that's a weed whacker. You probably can't hear it, though.
Tom has landscapers that he pays to come by here and do his work for
I
him.
do not. I should, though.
Yeah.
Do you think this is the game you've played probably the most this year? Is Breath of the Wild?
hours put into it, probably. Yeah.
There's a lot of game there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of game there.
I mean, you did get all the Korok seats.
No, that's
mean,
not.
you got
That's not
all
gonna
of them.
fucking happen.
You got all of them twice.
How many are there?
1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the benefit to finding all of them? Just to say that you did it?
So if you get all 1,000 Korok seeds,
Mm-hmm.
you literally go turn them in, and what's the guy's name? The guy gives you presents for the Korok seeds.
Oh, I couldn't
I
tell
can't
you.
remember his name. He literally gives you an item that just looks like a little
Dom
pile of crap.
DeLuise.
No, it looks like a little pile of crap,
Oh.
and it literally is
and
called
you,
like
you
his-
put it in your house or what?
It literally just looks like a little poop,
Yeah.
and it's called like whatever his name is like special treat or something.
Yeah.
And it has there's nothing you do with it.
But you can put it in the house, right?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
So,
I just know he
Yeah,
literally
can you-
gives you a poop.
so
Can
wait.
You, can you put it in his house, in your house, trap him then in the house when he tries to get his treat, and
What?
then now have that guy live in your house?
What are you talking about?
Dude, that's
Shanae, what
a
are you
reach in
doing?
there.
What are you doing?
I'm just saying, you can do a lot. You can do a lot of things in Breath of the Wild.
But yeah,
When he
literally
tries
just
to get his
you get a crap.
treats?
Well, that's what it's called, his treat.
It's called something like that. But yeah, it literally is, he just gives
It's
you a
just
pile
bragging
of crap.
rights, dude. That's
Yeah,
all it
it's
is.
purely bragging rights.
And that's important to some people.
Because, like, early on, they're important to an extent. Like, they are useful early on, but, like, after a while, they don't really matter.
What do you get anything special for getting all the moons in Mario?
I don't
haven't got
know.
all the
I have
moons,
not got
so-
all the moons.
You
I
get all
do
the
know-
Korok seeds, and you know the answer to that.
I will say this,
Unlock some-
Shanae. I will say this, Shanae. Without a certain amount of moons, you will not see everything that game has to offer.
Yeah.
Mario will come to your house and live with you if you get all the moons.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that.
So that is confirmed by Nintendo. They said that Mario will come to your house and live with you.
Thanks.
So
I'm glad somebody finally told me.
yeah. So,
So you
there's
should do it.
yeah.
Oh, I'm never gonna get all the moons. I'll never finish the game.
You might.
I never would.
Why?
So here's what I'll say. I put maybe 25 hours into that game and have half of the moons. More than half. So you could do it pretty easily.
Half.
And I haven't found any of the moons to be necessarily obscenely hard to get. I mean,
there are a couple
trial and error.
Yeah, there's a couple that have like tricky platforming, but you can do it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm
Sinead, if it makes you feel
not
better,
good at
if
platforming.
it makes you feel any better, I have acquired 0 moons.
It is not.
Okay.
That's not. Didn't you play a little bit for our Let's Play?
Yeah, he did.
You acquired a moon or two.
I've acquired 2 moons. So, Bryon, do you have any parting words?
I was gonna ask Sinead, did you see the Toy Story leak for or not Toy Story, Monsters Inc. leak for Kingdom Hearts?
No, I didn't.
So people aren't 100% sure if the photos are legit or not.
Billy Crystal and John Goodman?
Well, so they appear to be pictures of Kingdom Hearts 3 in a Monsters Inc. world with, there's a bunch of debugging text on the screenshots, but the debugging text does match up with Unreal Engine debugging.
Do you think they look legit?
They look pretty legit.
Yeah?
I'm erring on the side of they probably are legit.
That game's never fucking coming out, man.
No, it's not.
Well, if they can get Billy Crystal on board, that game will sell.
Yeah, the
Because it wouldn't sell before.
The screenshots, the story goes that some guy found them on some FTP that was being used by Square to pass assets between different departments or something.
Yeah.
Legend has it.
That's what the guy is saying. But the screenshots look pretty legit.
Who leaked it? 4chan?
Some guy on some forum. I think it got leaked on Reset Era, but I'm not 100%.
Yeah.
It looks legit.
That's neat. I didn't even hear about that.
I would like that a lot.
I mean, the Toy Story stuff looks super cool.
Toy Story World looks really good.
You want to be in the way when my laser
Imagine
beam goes off.
Imagine going up and see, did everyone just call her Boo? The little girl?
The little kid, yeah.
Yeah, does she have an actual name?
I think her name in the movie was just Boo.
Yeah, I'll imagine the little Boo. Speaking of Goofy, does Hyuk?
Was it last year or was it the year before that Goofy's voice actor said the game would be out that year?
Ooh, I don't know. I have no faith on any Kingdom Hearts release dates.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
yeah.
I mean, also.
Well, why would you believe anything that Goofy said?
I was gonna say.
That guy's obviously a moron.
Yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
We talked about that on the newscast whenever that happened.
You wouldn't say that Goofy is a moron.
Well, the guy who plays Goofy, I wouldn't say he is.
No, Goofy's a moron. That's why his
yeah.
name is Goofy.
Yeah, he's dumb.
His birth given name is Goofy.
He's
His
still
parents
smarter
knew he
than
was gonna be
Pluto.
stupid.
Maybe it's short for something.
Would you say Goofy's like a dog man?
Well, I mean,
Or a weird
I feel like
He's literally a dog.
I feel like
A
that.
dog breed.
I mean, then
Are
what-
we sure he's a dog? Because then what's Pluto?
Yeah, what is Pluto?
A dumb dog? I don't know.
Sinead, do you have any parting words?
No, I got nothing. I'm useless.
Okay. What about you, Tom?
Yeah, I'm gonna plug something just because we didn't do trivia anyway. So I've been playing a couple of fan games lately. One is called Retro Hot. So it's like
Retro
a fan-made game that's
Hot.
like inspired by Wolfenstein 3D and Super Hot.
Retro.
Oh, okay.
And that's pretty fun.
Hot.
It's free. It's kind of janky, but it's cool. And Super Hotline Miami, I've also been playing some of that, which is obviously inspired by Hotline Miami and Super Hot.
Nice.
So play those.
I'll check them out.
Yep.
Cool.
Want to plug anything, Ryan?
You startled me. No.
All right. Bye.
Fair enough.
See you next week, guys.
Bye.
Bye, guys.